Hey everyone, this is AVJVGaming bringing you guys episode number 78 of this Black Ops 2 Emblem tutorial series. And as you guys can see up on screen, we have a subscriber request for the badge of Dundee United. So as many of you guys must be wondering, and if you guys haven't already caught the two videos previous to this one, go check them out. But quickly, for those of you guys on the Dundee United FC logo, one thing I'd recommend, go back and have a look at those colors, because the color scheme I used in this one was very unique, and definitely go and try using those for this actual emblem, because they did make the colors actually stand out much more better than the standard orange. But what I'll do, guys, in this emblem, and I'll just quickly explain it to you before we get through with the rest of the emblem, I'll actually go and use green for the standing out of the colors, and that's mainly so you guys get to see it more distinctively if you guys are watching it on a small device. And then I'll go and change it to black as it's meant to be, and then at the end of this video I'll show you guys how it looks on a gun on the right shield as well, so you guys get a brief idea of how the logo does look and the badge looks together. So quickly, guys, want to get onto the subject of all the other emblem requests. At the moment I'm working my way through a couple of them, trying to see if we can get a few more out tonight. I've got two out before this one, so you guys can imagine. And then also, if I don't manage to get the requests out tonight, then I'll get some out on Wednesday and then follow it up by following Sunday. And so we should have approximately, I'd say, around about the 14 that I've got remaining complete. I think it's around 12 now. So yeah, we'll get through those. But this bit on the screen, guys, is the cloning technique. Now, with the cloning technique, you basically put a layer in, make sure you scale it correctly, and then what you do is clone over each layer afterwards. So I've written in Dundee, then you guys are going to press the Y without clicking on the emblem, and it'll basically take you straight to this change in the layers, and you can basically go and change it to whichever letter you like. So this is a really quick way. I'd recommend it all the time because it's a very effective way of making emblems very quickly, and at the same time it doesn't really make your emblems look slightly off. Do take good care, guys, with putting in the shape letters in over there. As you can see, the E looks slightly a bit higher, and then the D is looking even further off the actual emblem. So I go and do a little bit of adjustments just to make sure it gets on the correct, I'd say, correct scaling. At the same time, I like to see everything, in the correct size. So you guys can see that I'm just doing a slight adjustments, and there you go. So we'll also go and work on the middle part of this emblem right now, and what we're going to do is grab a square full. As you can see there, make sure when you're doing this, initially it should fit perfectly inside the actual circle, and then what you're going to do is rotate it slightly with your left trigger or your right trigger to get it into that sort of effect over there. But normally the grid lines in the middle should intersect the middle point of the emblem and all your corners. Then what we're going to do, get the color scaling correctly and follow the actual color scaling I did for the first part, which is my highly recommended advice for this one emblem. Then what we're going to do, move on to layer 17, which is going to be the triangle wide. We're going to make it white, and now what we're going to do is actually try to fix a right angle inside the middle and make sure it doesn't actually fall on the outside of the logo, because sometimes it can fall on the actual writing part and you don't want it to actually mess up. So what I've done here, guys, is once you found the correct right angle, then this horizontal and vertical sides are perfectly straight, then what you're going to do is clone it over to layer number 18, rotate it slightly, and then fit it in place. And you guys will see here, this is actually the most difficult part about the whole emblem, and the rest of it is fairly easy. Now for the middle part, I do know there was actually I tried looking around, couldn't find very much, so I'm going to use this actual called down dog. So that's going to be our substitute for the middle part. I have gone and stretched it out a little bit, so we made a stretchy dog, and and what we've done here is made it the coloration of black to match the actual emblem, and then we're going to go and add a tail slightly a little bit later to make an extension onto it. And then what we'll do now is actually go and finish all the writing. So on the bottom, I think we're going to write in football club, and I know there's a little bit of a dot on either side of Dundee and the football club, and then there's one on the other side of United and club, I think it is. So what I've done there is we're going to actually leave that out, otherwise you actually won't get your layers in the actual emblem. And so a little bit of a substitution over there, but it does make the emblem look really good later on. So as you can see over here, we're going to start writing it in, and I will show you also, guys, how it looks on your guns at the end of the video, and show you all the layers so you guys get a bit of an understanding. But for those of you guys who have maybe not seen your emblem just yet, or haven't checked out the playlist, I'll leave a link to the description of the playlist down below, and you guys can go check out, pretty much just click on that and click find or control F and find quickly whichever one you type. Just type in your club. If you don't see it there, leave it down below in the comments and I will try making it as soon as possible. But at the moment I think I've got 14 or 12 left, somewhere between those many, and as soon as I'm finished those, possibly in the next week or two, then I'll start taking more requests. But at the moment, I've got loads of requests from people who have asked me for emblems, and we want to get those completed first. And also, guys, I only do subscriber request emblems, so if you're not a subscriber, I actually don't make your emblem until much later on. So yeah guys, I just want to get my subscriber ones out first. I'm just trying my best to get them as accurate as possible. Some are very intricate, and I'd highly recommend, if you've got a really intricate one, keep that bit till a bit later, because at the moment I've got quite a few ones that are called killers in my opinion, and they are very detailed. So try my best to get those out. But we're going to finish off with club here, and then we've made the tail inside the middle. And then I'm just going to change the colors over here from green into black, so we can actually see them a bit more clearly. And I think that's going to be it, guys, for this emblem. I think we're also going to go and show you guys how it looks on a gun and the right shield at the end of the video. As many of you guys know, that's my new way of actually doing emblems nowadays. I'll show you guys how it looks, especially if it's quite difficult to make the emblem, and so you guys get a bit of an understanding of how these emblems do look on your guns and on the right shield, because many people I've seen nowadays use a right shield in game. But also guys, I think this is where we're going to wrap it up. We're going to go through all the layers quickly, and so you guys can get to see each individual layer. I'd highly recommend write down some of these layers, as then it can be a bit easier to make the emblems afterwards. But there guys, it's quite self-explanatory. Some of these ones are mainly just letters, and then the rest of it is very simple. But yeah guys, this has been AVJVGaming. If you have enjoyed the episode, please do drop it a like and subscribe. And as you guys can see there, we've got the new map Cove. So yeah, also guys, if you haven't seen your request, by all means, please do leave it down in the comment section below. If you guys haven't already followed me on Twitter, follow me, it's at AVJVGaming. And this has been AVJVGaming guys, and I'll catch you guys for the next episode.